Boom! A bombastic start to a bombastic show. I'm your bombastic host, Glenn Cochran, and sitting virtually across from me is your spastic co-host, Ben Helwig. How's it going, mate?
I was gonna say fantastic, but sure. I always like it when you're the politically incorrect one, not me.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know I'm not allowed to say that, but like the word fucking rhymes, and like get
Yeah, it
over it
works,
because
yeah.
like I can't let you have all of the offensive lines.
You're not allowed to use those words anymore. Like they're legitimate words.
They are, and I
Now, like,
legitimately
yes,
used it.
yeah, like yes, maybe they have negative connotations, but they're still accurate.
I mean, I was sincere when I said it.
Yeah, I've always referred to myself as retarded when I do something retarded.
And there he goes. Hey, everyone. Welcome. Another week of Good Movie Monday, the podcast dedicated to nerdy cinematic ramblings and offending people, apparently. I'm glad to be back. This is easily like my favorite part of the week. You know, how good is it to sort of, kick a week off with some mindless bullshit, sit in virtually opposite a good mate? Can't think of anything better. Would you agree, Ben? He's shaking his head.
Yeah, I like it when, I like that we pretend. I love pretending that it's Monday morning and that we're up doing this at 6 a.m.
It's a facade that nobody believes, and yet
No,
I'm convinced that we should keep doing it.
you insist on carrying forward with it, even though we routinely break that
I know.
wall.
I mean, it's essentially it's a like for all intents and purposes, it's a fantastic Friday right now.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was not even that. It's
No.
a terrific Thursday.
This particular episode, it's a Thursday. Far out. Oh my God, the walls are crumbling. It's falling apart.
We always make up the sports scores later on in the show anyway, so they're never accurate.
Well, welcome everybody. If you're a regular listener, that makes us wonder why. And perhaps you're a new listener to the show, which makes us wonder how long you're going to last.
Yeah, you're tapped out already.
Yeah, I was going to say a few more minutes if Ben can help it. Let us get some of that self-promotional shit out of the way. As Ben revealed last week, you can find him on OnlyFans under the name Plop Plop Fizz Fizz.
And you can find Glenn under the name it's onlyfans.com/Glennis.
And when you've finished, you can then check us out on goodmoviemonday.com. And you know what to do when you get there.
Plop Plop Fizz Fizz.
Find our other videos and give it another whack, I guess. Now, when you're finished there, you can click the links to our social media pages. Find us wherever you prefer your socials. Facebook is our prominent one.
It's official that we are the only show that you can actually come multiple times to.
It's very true. It's just because it's long.
It's long. There's built-in recovery time.
And a little bit sexy.
Yeah, and it's a little bit sexy.
Yeah,
I forgot about Plop Plop Fizz Fizz.
I haven't.
It's very niche, but very lucrative. Do you know that, Juliana Margulies, her father was like a famous ad man, and I think he came up with Plop Plop Fizz Fizz. That's his that, and there's another couple. I'll look it up during the break, but there's another couple of great ones that
I guess
he is the creator of, like Bryce Courtney created Louis the Fly and stuff. Like Juliana Margulies' father came up with some iconic ad phrases.
Yeah, he even
maybe not where's the beef, but
came up with today's show title, evidently.
Yeah.
We have a great show coming up. Director Joshua John Miller is making his second appearance on Good Movie Monday alongside newbie to the show, Mark Fortin. They are the guys that have created the new movie The Exorcism, starring Russell Crowe, Ryan Simpkins, Sam Worthington and David Hyde Pierce. I'm going to be chatting with them a little bit later. It's a really good one, so stick around for that. Before then, we're going to have Jarrett up in a few minutes to discuss physical media and what's coming out this week. And by physical media, I mean 4K Blu-rays and, if he's generous, DVDs. Maybe. Wait and see.
Filthy SDs.
The three Kentuckians from the Bonehead Weekly podcast are going to be along also to spew bourbon all over their movie subject of choice. Whatever that is, I don't know yet. We'll find out soon. We also have 2 songs for you coming up, just to fill out our Spotify playlist. So go to Spotify and look for Good Movie Monday, the music, and you'll find some songs. Good stuff. I also want to say that I have something very controversial I want to talk about a little bit later, so stick around for that. I've put it out to people on Facebook. You may have seen the post that I want your opinions on this. So coming up in a few minutes, maybe after Jarrett, we'll have something a bit taboo to talk about. So I'm looking forward to that. But I've got something very controversial to bring up with you first, Ben. In other controversy, Practical Magic 2. What do you think? That was just announced.
Yeah, fucking hell. I believe when you sent me that link, I mentioned in the comment that I hope the practical magic is that it removes all the plastic surgery that both of them have had in the interim, and now they look like real people again.
Plastical magic.
Is that it's practical magic?
Wow.
But geez, of all, like, I can't believe, was that a hit?
Well, it was a bit of a cult film. I do remember in the video store, it had longevity. It was something people returned to. I don't get it. It's like a Hocus Pocus. Like, I don't get why that's endured, but it has. Same kind of thing.
I don't mind Hocus Pocus. Practical Magic, I could not and I on the record as being a Sandra Bullock stan.
Yeah.
And and back in the day, being very, very Nicole Kidman friendly. And
there's the first come.
But just absolutely hating this film.
Yeah, I know you did. Do you think like it might benefit from a revisit?
Oh, look, anything could benefit from a revisit, probably. And I think I watched this one in the video store.
Okay.
So I don't recall really going to see it theatrically.
Yeah.
So maybe that wasn't the best. But I just, when Nicole Kidman plays the wild child,
yeah,
I'm like, no. And that was like, it was around that kind of, well, Birthday Girl is fucking great, but she's not playing like she's not the party girl kind of character that she plays in Practical Magic.
True.
That's what I didn't like. She just doesn't come across that way. So it felt really put on. And because her performance is so central to the film, and like even Sandra Bullock wasn't likable enough to detract from Nicole Kidman's unlikableness.
Yeah.
In it.
Yeah. Well,
it's it's like watching that. What was that Cameron Diaz, Toni Collette? The other sister, my sister, whatever the hell it was, the sister one.
Yeah.
Where one's like the crazy screw up. Like I don't really, as a rule, I don't like those movies where there's a relationship and one person is a real piece of shit and the other person, tags along and constantly cleans up after them and forgives them and but they're my best friend. I can't.
You want them to sort them out in the first act so they can have a really pleasurable second or third act.
Yeah, like the only movie like that I've liked was American Sweethearts, where Julia Roberts is playing is the ugly sister of Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Oh my goodness.